Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Well, it would seem I thought that what we were watching was going to be the final arc of this season, but I was wrong because all of a sudden Gojo just comes out of nowhere and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm a god," and then just outright just like turns everything asunder. It's just crazy how powerful Gojo is. I want to commend the animation team for their work on this. 3D, it's just like when we watch Demon Slayer. The immense, like, amount of movement that you're able to do in the 3D space. And if you take advantage of it, it gives you probably some of the best animation you're ever going to see. I mean, we saw that with Demon Slayer. And now I've seen it in this, and I'm just like, this is the future, guys. This is the future of Japanese animation. I mean, it took them a while to master, because I remember when 3D stuff, 3D models started showing up in animated stuff, and it looked like really blocky and choppy, and like the in between frames were not there, and it just looked out of place. It didn't fit with it. I've seen that so many times.
Like they were putting like PlayStation 1 type stuff into anime
Yeah.
in certain places.
Yeah, and for me, I can understand why they were doing it. They were, I guess they were trying to push the medium forward, and I can commend those who tried in the beginning. It just didn't work as well as what we have now. I have a suggestion. Given the untimely death of the creator of Berserk, which that's unfortunate, I want to request something. Japan, do right by by him, and redo the entire Berserk, start back from the beginning, and do the anime from the start all the way to where we are now, and then work together with From Software and let FromSoft, Miyazaki, where he's a huge fan, work with them and make a game and make a finale to the series. Given the amount of impact that Berserk has had on dark fantasy now for the last 30 years, I mean, Jesus, it's immense, the amount of people who love Berserk. Let this crew take care of the animation for Berserk. Let them do it. Because if a studio like this can get their hands on it and make it into what it's supposed to be, this amazing action epic, and have it portrayed in a 3D animation environment properly, dude.
Or even the guys from Demon Slayer, or the guys that did the first season of One Punch Man.
Yeah. This series, Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, is once again proving the fact that 3D animation is not only here to stay, it is the future. And more studios need to get on board with it, and more studios... I know a lot of studios are on board with it, but a lot of studios need to take cues from Ufotable and from MAPPA and just understand, like, this is it. This is where animation is heading.
That's the way to do it.
Yes. We got episode 21 of Jujutsu Kaisen set up here. Jujutsu Koshin? I was going to say, are they going kosher? Koshin?
Koshin.
Koshin. It's Jujutsu Caution, man. They're spelling out caution as in be careful. Sorry. Anyway, here we go.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper? Jesus.
War Shrek.
Hey. No honor among... No.
ブツは
They got two.
特級呪物両面スクナ光線保有分6個同じく特級呪物仏閣そのほとんどがハリボテで天元の結界術によって日々配置を変えるんだその日どの扉が蔵へ通じているかは天元しか知らないから
天元とは何者だ
武士の術式を持った呪術師さ
武士五条悟とどちらが強い
ただの木か何かだと思ってくれていい天元は結界の運用以外基本うつつに干渉しない本当に気にしなくていい絶対指回収前あれに真人の呪力で作った縄を張っておいた一層の封印の内側だからまず離されないそれよりも真人には帳が降りる前に光線で待機している術師をできるだけ静かに守りなぜ五条悟を帳の内側に閉じ込めないのですか本命の真人に意識のベクトルを向けさせたくない
That's true. That's true.
スクナの器以外は殺していいのですねいいけどあまりおすすめはしないスクナの動きがさ少し私のイメージとずれるおそらく学生の中にスクナにとっての地雷がいるを踏めば最悪今回の行動すべてが台無しになる
手にいた鳥だけ触ってしまえばいいだ
いや虎杖スクナ自身もまた爆弾だ私たちにとっても当然にとっても10月31日渋谷五条悟の封印のために利用できるものは温存する
Hmm.
こいつは捨ておいていい最後まで作戦行動の取れる人間じゃないこの邪魔になる
Crab just got carried away by the sea.
森の手仲良くなってよジョーゴー
わし男子
ほら起きてハミ帰る真人殺意にブレーキをかける何も呪いらしくなってきたね
It's actually a brilliant plan. Them having Gojo focus on the bubble and, you know, basically let Mahito go around and do what he needed to do.
If he was trapped in the bubble, he probably would have immediately broke out of the bubble and probably would have noticed something was amiss outside the bubble.
Because if they were
Also,
focused...
it would have made him immediately think, like, what are they trying to do outside the bubble while we're trapped in the bubble?
Exactly.
Basically put up a big giant, like, you know, like lure, essentially. It was like, here's the bubble. Oh, I must get inside the bubble if we're not meant to get inside the bubble. And then, obviously, you have your back to whatever's going on outside the bubble at that point.
Yeah. Bubble.
My bubbles.
My bubbles.
エイリさんからの報告のちですが、以前七海さんが遭遇した呪霊の仕業でほぼ間違いないかと。
この件って学生や他の術師と共有した方がいいですかね。
いいよ
普段の襲撃に関して自分は取引の上命令されてやったに過ぎないとのことで。
Oh, yeah.
男か女かもわかんない白髪をかったのガキだ
Hmm.
性別不詳のおかっぱ坊主のガキンチュ有事のポテンシャル強化を危惧したのかそれとも自分たちの強化目的かなんかしっくりこないんだよな
今回は言わずもがな中止です
ちょっとそれは僕たちが決めることじゃないでしょあのゴリラと仲良くなったのよいや仲良くなったっつ何あんた乗ってたの釘崎は俺があの状況で酒を飲みかねないと思ってるのショックなんだけどでもまあ伏黒の怪我が大したことなくてよかったなピザも食えてるしなあーおなんだあお前強くなったんだなあの時俺たちそれぞれの真実が正しいと言った逆に言えば俺たちは二人とも間違って考えすぎあげるわよそう答えなんかないあとは自分が納得できるかどうか顔を通さずに納得なんてできねえだろおい
Good.
相
Ah! Ah!
What?
Made up a fantasy in his head. He does that. I mean, he does that with the idol that he's got a crush on. That's not healthy, by the way.
でも特級呪霊の襲撃でみんなが命がけで戦っている中爆睡ちゃんをかましてしまい肩身が狭いです
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is a trope that's in a lot of anime. There's always like a big comedy episode or like a beach episode before like the big like dramatic finale. One of my favorite episodes of Samurai Champloo, Baseball Blues, is hands down the funniest episode of the series by far.
Also,
It's
by
just
the way,
ridiculous.
If you remember, I was talking about I only knew one thing about this anime before we started watching it, and that was the name of an arc that was apparently very popular among fans. And it had to do with Shibuya. And they just brought up Shibuya on October
that's
31st. And I'm
right.
wondering if this first season ends with that arc that they're talking about.
Ooh,
And that's what they were referring to.
Well, we got 3 episodes
So
left.
it might
after
have
this.
some epic shit coming up if so.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, I remember when, after Baseball Blues, there was the 3-part finale of Samurai Champloo, and that was an awesome trio of episodes. Maybe that is what they're doing here. Maybe they're gonna tell that arc in the next 3 episodes.
I don't know if they're going to get through a whole arc in 3 episodes. Unless
Well, if they're
it's
not
a
able to get through
short
the
arc,
whole
but
arc, I mean,
they
I
might
don't
be
know.
setting up for it, though. I don't know. Hopefully, the last 3 episodes of the season don't end up being dull because they're just all in between action stuff.
Hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that we get some good stuff, but at the same time, I've enjoyed this series so far. I mean, I really love I love the characters, I love the action, and I love the world as
If
well.
that's the case, that arc is going to be the beginning of season 2, then we'll have something to look forward to at the beginning of season 2. for sure,
Absolutely.
'cause we can be sure that it'll probably start off with a bang of sorts, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
いろいろあったし人も死んでるけどどうする続ける合流会どうするって言われてもな
続けるに決まっているだろう。
Damn it, Toto.
その心は一つ、個人を忍ぶのは当人とゆかりのある者たち。二つ、人死にが出たのならばなおさら俺たちに求められるのは積み重ね敗北を感じな勝利を味わう。そうやって俺たちは成長する。
No, he's just an idiot.
三つ、学生時代の不完全燃焼感は死ぬまで尾を引くものだからな。
お前いくつだよえ今年は個人戦やんないよ
それぞれの学長が提案した勝負方法を1日ずつ2日間かけて行う。2日目が個人戦って毎年決まってる。
鮭僕ルーティンって嫌いなんだよね毎年この箱に勝負方法を入れて当日開けんだ
Baseball.
Baseball.
野球いたの
Here we go. Don't run. Tag up. You're out.
ルール知らないなら先に言いなさい知ってるよ打ったら走るんでしょ
Oh my gosh. Oh, my coach would have literally lit her up. It's just, oh god. A sacrifice fly. That's only if that's only if the person is tagged up. Yes.
受けたらしいなうんいや東堂と五条先生のおかげっすよ
I pooped a lot the next day.
お前はなぜ呪術寂しがりなんでねいっぱい人を助けて俺が死ぬ時
2 out.
大勢に
That's his reason.
それは良い理由だ。Straight Butters! Change!
Change sides.
うんとは私のことよ。
東北のマー君はマー君投手だぞ。お方
That's cheating.
That is cheating. Come on. That's just like from Futurama. You ever seen the episode where Leela becomes a baseball player? Did you ever see that episode?
Don't think so.
It was they were talking about it's just like all these players nowadays, they're so soft. None of them would have stood a chance back in the old days. It's just, and then Bender's just like, what about the old Robo Leagues? You know, I don't understand why robots are separated from humans. It's just like because robots are purpose built for stuff. It's like, oh really? Are you gonna say that the greatest pitcher, Wireless Joe Jackson, was a modified howitzer? Yes, he literally was a modified howitzer.
何言ってるの？スペアよ。スペアメカマンよ。タッチのカータが一度壊したんだから当然でしょ。ピッチングマシーン？よくわからないわ。あなた機械詳しいのね。もしかしてオタク？次から次へとよくのな。やってやるよ。
Safe.
やけくそだな。
I was gonna say it was a good base hit. Good bunt. Out, but it got her in scoring position. No, that's usually what bunts are.
Yeah.
Bunts are to get someone into scoring position, and that's where she's at now. She's in scoring position on second base. Now, Panda, who is usually the third and fourth hitters in the lineup are their best hitters.
Yeah.
They call that cleanup. They call that the cleanup hitters.
You want him to hit like a line drive straight into the outfield.
Yeah, like a base hit into the line,
so
or
she can make it to home plate.
yeah,
they
or
struggle to
get a
it
home
back in.
run. Or
Yeah, like that.
if you're a heavy hitter, go for a home run. Which that's usually the fourth person in the lineup. I remember every time Mark McGuire came up, I'm just like, Dad, why is he fourth? And Dad's just like, it's because he's a power hitter, son.
You get the other three guys on a base and then grand slam it.
Bang. There you go. Ooh! Here we are, runners on the corners. Oh. One thing she can't tolerate, protein powder. She's going to knock it. Either that or it's going to bean her. Yee! That ball is going. 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 And it is off the reservation. No. Oh, that's right.
Cheater!
That's cheating.
Cheater!
Due to the lack of players, one outfielder is permitted to use curse tech. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's nonsense.
捕球、送球、リード、フィールディング。
I love the little infograph at the bottom. Won the middle school nationals with Itadori. Itadori denies this.
だが俺が望むのはピッチャーイタドリとの一騎打ちだ。どうだ、約束してくれ、ブラザー。この打席、俺がホームランを打った。次回お前が。
Oh! Bean right in the face.
Intentional.
Yeah. It's like, shut the fuck up and get on base. I remember the first time I got drilled by a pitch. This dude, he was the oldest kid in the league. He was like a year and a half older than everyone else. And he had this wicked curveball, man. Like, just went all over the place. Did not have good control of it. And boom, drilled me right in the ribs right here. I was
Dude, one of the many reasons I quit playing baseball is because there were other kids that bullied me playing for different teams, and when they would end up against our team, like they would like not care to win. They would intentionally like bean the living shit out of me with baseballs and shit. Like when I went up
dude,
to bat.
8th grade, a kid did that to me. A kid literally like threw at me. He threw at my head, and I ducked under it. And I'm like, you do that again, and I'm coming out there, and I'm bringing my bat with me. You want to go? And he did it again, and I charged the mound, and the coach and the first base coach was like literally charged out there to keep me from hitting him with the bat.
So I also played catcher for a little while, and I had a dude fucking kick dirt in my face, like into my eyes.
If that would have happened, I would have probably just like faked. I was like slip. I was like, oh god, and I'd have elbowed him in the friggin' Achilles. Because honestly, they're gonna be dicks to you. Like that's the thing.
Like
if they're gonna be dicks to you, you got to be dicks back to them, dude. Because that's the only way those fuckers learn.
I wasn't a very confrontational kid though, so I didn't.
Well,
really
neither was I. But then my dad
retaliate against anyone.
Well, here's the thing. My dad basically told me, son, people will, like, advantageous people will run over you. They will run you over, and if you do not, and if you show them that they can do nothing but run you over, that is all they will do to you. Which is why he told me, retaliate, but be smart. Now, there were a few times I wasn't smart, you know, like when I charged the mound with a friggin' aluminum baseball bat. But, yeah, that was, I mean, I've had instances where, like, on football teams, there was a guy who literally, while we were in, like, dog pile, like, grabbed my belt and punched me in the nuts, like, 3 times. And I was just like, you fucking... And I grabbed him by the helmet, and I pulled his helmet off, and I, like, threw his helmet to the side, and I, like, punched him in the head once or twice. And his name was Max, by the way. Fucking dickhead. Yeah, no shit. Hit a line drive. Hit a line drive. Come on, Itadori, you got this. Yeet! Catch. That's what's going to happen. She's going to catch it. Oh, no. You got past her.
Oh, the ants.
he used his barrier to keep it from squashing them.
Okay.
That's cool of him. So, yeah. There you go.
By the way, I found the best possible show for doing the next episode of previews. Now, I really respect the way Paranoia Agent does theirs. Because it's so fucking vague and basically spoken in a riddle that it doesn't really spoil anything from the next episode.
He's been watching Paranoia Agent here recently, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy he's watched Paranoia Agent. We discussed it the other night, you know, about the animation studio one and the one with the, you know, the wives' tales and all that. God, man, so good. Such a good show. And the older you get, the better it gets, at least in my opinion.
I would say if I had watched it as a kid, I probably would have been really weirded out by it.
I watched it.
I would have just been like, this is kind of boring and strange, and I don't really know what's going on. But
well,
like, as an adult, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty fucking legit. If you guys haven't seen it, the way that every next episode preview goes, there's like this old man talking, and he's saying stuff that's basically in the form of a riddle. It sounds like he's reading poetry. And if you listen like really close to it, you can kind of denote like what he might be hinting at. And then ends every single one of them with and then you see the baseball bat swing down and it goes black. Like, and you don't really get anything spoiled from the next episode because of the way they do it. And I think it's a genius way to do those, like on the next episode of like style things.
Yeah. It beats the hell out of how Dragon Ball Z used to be. It's like, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
It summarizes basically the entire episode.
It's like, has Goku really become a Super Saiyan? Yeah. Find out. The next episode of Dragon Ball Z. The one that gets me is when we haven't seen this character in so long. You know, say, like, 10 episodes. And there's no hint of them coming back. There's no hint of anything. What do they show in the preview? Hey, this person's back. Could have saved that for when the fucking show
save
happened.
that as a fucking surprise. Like,
yeah. Wow. Way to ruin the surprise. God, dude. I don't get it. Anyway. It's just like movie previews, dude. I've gone on and on about how movie previews give away so much, and it pisses me off. It's just like when How to Train Your Dragon 2, even though How to Train Your Dragon 2 is still a great film, the fact that they gave away the reveal of the Dragon Rider and in the trailer still irks me to this day. So yeah, this was Jujutsu Kaisen episode 21, Jujutsu Koshin. So yeah, this was a funny episode. Good. It was a good fun. Like I said, I think that's like the lull funny episode before the big dramatic ending of the season, which
Yeah, could be.
that's how it goes. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it, everyone. This was Jujutsu Kaisen. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I guess until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you, everybody. Peace out.